Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Pranamami Murmuhu. Sunday, July 22nd, 1883. Taking advantage of the holiday, many householder devotees visited Sri Ramakrishna in his room at Dakshineshwar Temple Garden. The young devotees, mostly students, generally came on weekdays. Sometimes the master asked his intimate disciples to come on a Tuesday or Sunday, days that he considered very auspicious for special religious instructions. We saw in the last class how the nature reacts to the existence of life on this earth. Every jiva is influenced by the movements of the sun, moon, and the stellar system. It has great influences on human existence because of the intelligence which is given to man, which other species do not have. All species in the world are governed directly by the nature, but man has been given the freedom to act independently. Nature drives all jivas and humans too, but a human has his own intelligence to utilize the resources of nature and make his life independent of nature, nature's conditions. He can overcome heat, cold, all these things, make his life comfortable on this earth. At the same time, the same intelligence is endowed with the power to transcend the nature and go beyond forever, not to be bound by nature anymore. The nature exists within human as kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, ahankara, raga, dvesha. All these are inner natures of man. He is driven by that. External nature, joys, sorrows, the birth, death, slowly aging, youth coming, youth disappearing, old age coming, the whole inevitable cycle of existence. We are imprisoned in this universe. Sukha dukkha we cannot choose, life we cannot choose. Whatever nature gives, according to nature. Whatever a person may do, what he has earned in previous lives, sukha or dukkha, that alone comes. However, man may put his efforts to come up, he may not come up. Without any efforts, a person may come up. All depends upon his past. One is tendencies, one is we call vasanas, which drive him forth. Other is the karmic load, the karma phala, which gives the sukha dukkha. The vasanas drive him in a particular way. Suppose I learn music nicely in this life, whatever I have learned will go away. Tendency to learn again remains. This tendency is called vasana. I may be an intense enjoyer of the world. What all I have enjoyed, what all I have seen in the world will disappear. And the tendency to search for the enjoyments everywhere remains. The tendencies are called vasanas. And whatever we have done, we have to experience the sukha dukkha of our actions. Whatever I sow, I am bound to reap, whatever may be the condition in which I am placed. So this is sukha dukkha and drives. So these decide my life, where I have to be born in next birth. So at the time of death, what all karmas come to the maturity, what all tendencies have acquired, will decide what type of life I am going to have in the next, which type of body I am going to take, which of the planes of existence, bhu bhuva swaha mahajana tapa satyam atala vitala sutala talatala rasatala patala, so many 14 planes of existence, where I am going to go, which type of body I am going to have, in the earth itself. On the earth itself, so many varieties lives, different planes of existence. Where I am going, I do not know. It is decided by nature. Can we transcend this nature and go beyond? Can we get freedom from this nature? Can we enter life eternal of unending joy, unending peace, unending freedom, total freedom from nature for all times? Yes, that is called the mukti. Mukti is from, release is from, liberation is from the nature. I'm going back to the source from where I came. So there alone we get freedom again. We are in a foreign land of this universe. We have to go back one day or other. All jivas return to the source again. Millions of years it may take, or through sadhana, he may go a little earlier, but it has to be each experience, good or bad, right or wrong, it becomes ultimately wisdom that makes the jiva evolve. In everyone, there will be three natures: Pashubhava, Manava Bhava, and Daiva Bhava. Animalhood, humanhood, and divinehood. The animalhood in us, we have to destroy. The humanhood, we have to go beyond, cross over and go beyond, transcend the human nature and manifest our inner divinity. Daivatva, Pashubhava we have to destroy, Manav Bhava we have to transcend, go beyond the Manav Bhava also, and become divine, like gods on the earth, free like children, unaffected by the world anymore. Nothing tempts, nothing binds, freedom. This is called Jivan Mukti Avastha. While living in the body with all people in the family, he is in the ocean of bliss. He is swimming in the ocean of bliss as bliss. So, total freedom from nature, here, now, not in the heavens sometime after, the man can attain. This is realization of God, realization of self, self-realization. So, the Sri Ramakrishna has asked them to come on special days, the Saturday or Sunday, considered to be auspicious. Sri Ramakrishna has enjoyed a little rest after the midday meal. The room had an atmosphere of purity and holiness. See, where your mind is pure and divine, the place where you live, you leave the vibrations always. In Mahabharata or somewhere a story comes, I don't remember exactly where and what is that story, but a few people come, a holy man comes, a sadhu, to a village. He wanted to stay somewhere totally independently, and he may be there for a day or two. He goes off. Then he says, I want a place. He selects a room, a house, where it is excluded that from the village, it's off the village, somewhere, only one house. He wants to stay there. He asks for permission, they open the door and give. After entering there, he is sitting, sleeping and all bad thoughts like killing, this, that is coming into his mind. He is a sannyasi, he has nothing to do with any property or anything, or killing or serving anyone. He is in his own joy. His only purpose of holding that life is to love God, love people, serve wherever the opportunity comes, give, give, give and go. How that selfishness dawned in him. You'll be thinking, why these thoughts are coming? It never came in my mind from my childhood. Then why it is happening? Then next day, when people come, he says, I'm not able to stay in this house. I'm getting some bad thoughts, like killing and all that. Then they say, few thieves were hiding here. The looters were hiding here in this house earlier. They used to loot people, beat them, kill them, some people if they resist, and take away their properties. They were dwelling here. So that how the atmosphere with which even the temple when you go, people go with some, they go on uttering while doing pradakshina, their own mantras. And one person goes and will be chanting something, other person, they'll be thinking of divine prayer, this, that, and go away. But if your calm and collected mind, if you go, you'll get all those vibrations. The collective vibration you will see, Omkara going on continuously. Om is going on around any temple if you go. If you are sensitive, if you are able to perceive. Because all thoughts, even if selfishness is there is some kind of sacrifice in it. Because it's a temple. Oh God, I have come. My husband is bedridden. Please save him. My child has lost his job. Some selfishness, but there is a sacrifice. It is not for me, my family. Family is the first, lowest degree of sacrifice. As his consciousness expands, he starts serving the society. Then his still expansion, the nation, still expansion, the humanity, the whole world, all beings. It goes on expanding. Love and compassion goes on expanding. First sacrifice begins with small bindings. Mine, what he holds and lives. With that the sacrifice begins. So here you see how the expansion takes place in human life. He's enjoyed a mid-room atmosphere with purity and holiness. Purity and holiness. Purity is where there is no desire for enjoyments, physical enjoyments, eating, drinking, this, that and all, physical enjoyments. If mind doesn't go, mind is pure. Holiness is something attached to the divine. When we say he is a holy man, he is a person who constantly dwells, his mind dwells at the feet of God. His mind dwells on the people who are suffering. How can I get rid of their suffering? What can I do? This is holiness. One is manifestation of divinity. I am expressing my divinity through love and compassion. The expression. Through my divinity, I am linking myself to God. This is also expression of divinity. The Atmano Mokshartham is one, Jagadhitaya is one. The divinity manifestation is taking place by logging myself one way to God and my sacrificing for others' welfare. So here we see manifestation of divinity, holiness and purity. When I link to the divine, this purity is where I don't seek enjoyments. I am pure. Everything comes, sukha dukha comes according to my karma. I experience it. But I don't run after the enjoyments of the world. I am pure. I am linking to the divine is another aspect. holiness, holiness and purity. Purity is to be within myself, contented with whatever is there, and linking myself to divine is holiness. The room when the people come, they feel, I belong to God, as if I am pure. On the walls hung pictures of gods and goddesses, among them one of Christ rescuing the drowning Peter. Outside the room were plants laden with fragrant flowers, and the Ganges could be seen flowing towards the south. Even when I went to Dakshineshwar in 1976, there were no mosaic, this, that, and outside and all. Small here and there, huts like shops. The whole thing is covered with greenery, flowering plants, this, that, and all. Forest around, just like what we are here. No roads, mud road leading to the outside. Then huge edifice of temple, alone standing there amidst the greenery, and on one bank is river. Now you see it has become like a city, lots of shops around, everywhere they have put the stones and roads are made, and it looks like the whole atmosphere, even Kailas Mansarovar. First time in 2003 when I went, there was not even only one single building belonging to government was there at the foot of the last place, Darchain. In Darchain, only one building was there, belonging to government as security, and this one. And military people were there to control anything needs to help. And we had to go everywhere throughout the street. There was no road. We had to go in the rough terrain in vehicles. It used to take about 4 days, 5 days travel. Now within a day you can run. Fine road, tar road is there, and a small city has come up. So many hotels, so many shops. You don't find any difference between the city outside and here. Everything is available. What a difference, and how much we enjoyed the nature as it is. So beautiful. We have to put tents, live in the tents, see outside. Chill at night. It goes below zero. In the tent we have to survive. In sleeping bags we sleep. What a enjoy, need to be. It's a joy to be with nature. And how slowly things change. Last time I went, everything is available. Even in emergency vehicle come wherever you are, to that extent. So Dakshineshwar was entirely different. Outside the room were plants laden with fragrant flowers, and Ganges could be seen flowing towards the south. The master was seated on the small couch facing the north, and the devotees sat on mats and carpets spread on the floor. All eyes were directed towards him. Mani Malik, an old Brahmo devotee, about 65 years of age, came to pay his respects to the master. He had returned a few months earlier from a pilgrimage to Benares and recounting his experiences to Sri Ramakrishna. Whatever is there in spiritual world, spiritual life, whatever way, whoever wants to go, Sri Ramakrishna is to encourage them. Even of other religions, whatever path you don't divert your attention, somehow walk forth and realize God. Whether it is of Shaiva, Vaishnava, or Shakta, Dvaita, Advaita, Vishishtadvaita, whatever path you are going doesn't matter. Be sincere and go ahead. Reach the goal. Human life is exclusive for realizing God. In no other species you can get this opportunity of transcending the nature and reaching the eternal. So this, when you have got this human body, finish it off. So the whole thing, anything spiritual, because spirituality and this divinity are the places where all differences dissolve. No difference. Man, woman, profession, language, nationality, nothing remains in spirituality. Religion doesn't. The religions are external covers. Spirituality is the inner content. It originates in spirituality, culminates in spirituality. All these differences between man and man, whatever way it exists, it dissolves in spirituality and divinity. And to go towards it, in whatever path you are able to take, doesn't matter. It is just a ladder. Instead of ladder, you can take a rope or put permanent steps or do anything, climb the hill. So what way you climb is different. Climb it off. So Sri Ramakrishna is to encourage anything you want to do in spiritual life, as a part of spiritual life, or as a part of manifestation of inner divinity, is to encourage. Even serving people, serving the poor, earning money for good causes, going for pilgrimage. We think sitting for meditation alone will lead to God. No. By totally seeing God in suffering man and serving, your worship is going on. So you wanted to go for pilgrimage to Banaras, Kashi. In those days, in the 1800s, you see, even in our childhood days, 1950s, 40s, 50s, we used to see the people walking from here, Karkar, groups after groups, they used to walk to Tirupati. In 40s, 50s and all, there were no specific roads or vehicles available. You have to go little by little to shift. Sometimes you have to go by boat and cross a river and go. Like that, they had their own route of going. They used to take about a month to go and come back to Tirupati. So like that, from place from Rameshwar, they would go to Kashi and come back to Rameshwar, wherever they are. And they go to Kashi, go to Rameshwar. People, so many varieties of people, on foot mostly. It takes 3-4 years. He'll be missing. We have no information unless he goes to a post office and requests, or police people he requests he want to contact someone. Then the telegraphic system, telephones are also were not there at all places. So here we see the pilgrimage going to, they have a great desire. Those who live on the banks of Narmada, they have one desire always, to go for pradakshina. It takes, traditionally it takes 3 years, 3 months, 13 days. You will be outside, they leave everything, home and everything. They cannot possess anything, barefooted, with a vessel or two to cook their food. They go on baking and make the parikrama of the whole, about 3,000 kilometers. They have to go around walking. Like that, ancient people had one desire to go to Kashi at least once in their life. So many people used to go, and when Thakur has come already, steam engine has come into existence. There are trains in specific places, not like present day. It is coal-fired steam engine driving a train in specific places where Britishers felt the need, they established. So this person, many used to go on small boats or something from Calcutta to Ganga is coming. On the Ganga, reverse way they have to go against the flow to Kashi. Even taking Thakur, they go to Vrindavan and Kashi. Kashi, they, on the halfway they come back. Huh? No, they reach. Yes, they reach. Mathurnath Babu, who is the next successor of Rani Rasmani, he takes them on the boat, on the ships, steamers. They go to Kashi and come in water. So either by water or on foot or on a cart. But in cart and all, it's little difficult. A certain distances you can go only. So this person has come back, having gone to Kashi, and once they go, they have thousands of things, their experiences to tell. And everybody will be eager to hear what happened, whom all he met. And Sri Ramakrishna is interested mostly in knowing what are the people advanced in spiritual life, or saints and sages. Whom did you meet? What did you exchange? What did they say to you? The whole thing is resting on that. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.